Hey, welcome to the pit stop. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, whoever you are. This is the pit stop. And this is yours truly, the producer, the grand queen, your host tonight. And we've got our hotspots of the show tonight, our opulent one, Shannon Grace Chappelle in the house.
Hey,
Right
how's
now,
everybody?
absolutely good. It's hump day. We made it.
Yes, we made it.
Absolutely. And we got our other hotspot in the show, on this show, our media producer, the Trey Wiz in the house tonight.
Hey, hi
What's up,
Trayvon.
y'all?
All
What's
right.
up? Hey,
All right.
mommy.
Hey,
All
Hey,
right.
y'all. Hey,
All right.
professor. What's going
Much
on?
love, much love, much love, much love.
yes.
As we just said, it's hump day.
hmm
How we made it is just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Weirdly
we got
wired.
through it so far.
We
We
got
Me
we in
through
the
it.
too.
middle of the week. So I'm glad we got
Ooh,
there so
Exactly.
far.
it's
Yeah.
been a week.
Exactly. And we have so much to look forward to. And it's still Black History. We still celebrating.
Oh yeah.
In my mind, we need to keep celebrating year in and year out and keep
Yes.
Yeah.
making our
All
own
all
history.
throughout the year. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. We keep making our own history. We keep making history, changing history because we are a part of that picture. We change, we make changes, we start problems, we start
Yeah.
dilemmas. That's what we do, and we also fix it. So we're
What's
just
up,
glad.
Christian?
All right, Christian.
Hi,
All right now.
Kristen.
Hi,
Christian is
Christian.
one of my friends. I shared the link with her. That she told me that she'll be
Oh,
watching. I say, hey, if you
cool.
want to jump on real quick, stop by. So that's my
Thank you for
Thank you,
friend. Thank you for
coming.
Christian.
stopping by,
Thank you
love.
for
I
Thank
coming
you.
appreciate
by.
you.
Exactly.
Right.
Much love. Much love. Thank you for
And
stopping
Absolutely.
before
by tonight.
before we get into any conversation, one thing I want to tell everybody is, or share with you guys rather, is the
Mm-hmm.
friendly disclaimer. So I want to tell everybody the information in this video is not intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional or medical advice, diagnosis, or
hmm
treatment. All content in this video is to be considered as such. We are mental health advocates, not mental health. I'm sorry, not medical professionals. So we do not want you to
Yes.
take our advice as a means of not going about the proper treatment that you should, want to
hmm
receive or should seek out. So just want to throw
Yes.
that out there real quick. What's up, Queen?
Exactly.
Hey.
Absolutely. Everything's good. How y'all doing?
I'm doing all
Good.
right,
How
actually.
y'all?
All
I'm making
right.
it through
All
the week.
right.
I'm
All
making it,
right. All
Me
right.
that
too.
All
part.
right.
Me too.
Exactly. Exactly. We have so much to be thankful for. We have so much to be grateful for. We still learning, just how to have to take it light. My son
hmm
sang the song, pack light. Sometimes you got to pack light and just keep it moving so you can live a life and experience it at best. Because there's so much going on, especially here in New
hmm
York. But on a lighter note, I said it came to my attention. Sometimes some of the things that happen to us, sometimes you can't stop it, and in the
hmm
end, for
Okay.
some reason, you just go with the flow and you enjoy your life. You
Have
find
As
out
much
to.
as
how
you
to
can.
go with the flow.
You have to.
Exactly. Every moment, you know because of sometimes you don't want to be bogged down with stuff. When you get up in the morning, just like the birds, they get up, they're the first thing out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The birds are
Yeah.
the first thing out, and you're like, oh wow, they're up and about. So listen, let me get up and about and look about myself and my business, self-care. So yeah,
hmm
Nothing wrong with that.
part of having fun is actually self-care. Part of having fun, taking care of yourself, and then having some fun. That's a part of self-care. So
hmm
yeah, I just thought about that today, and well, through the course of the week, like, okay, we need to have some more fun. And then
Right.
thinking about us and the way that our movement, we're like the table talk. We're like the table talk, mental health support kind of folks,
That
hmm
part.
and
That's
that's good,
exactly, yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah.
somebody invite you to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're getting the whole buffet every moment. So we're the
That
Yes.
part.
buffet. We are the buffet mental health support. So family, we thank you for rocking with us tonight, Christian, and those who are watching. So just keep doing what you do. Come on by. Keep
That
stopping
part.
by the pit stop. Keep hanging out with
Yes.
us at just stop it, and share with us what you want to talk about. Share with us what maybe some things. There's some stuff on the horizon that's like under the table. Since we're a tabletop, there's some stuff that's under the table that hasn't been brought out yet. There's some stuff that's still
Very
on the
true.
table that hasn't been talked about. So we want to talk about those things because whatever supports mental health and whoever it reaches.
Whoever it reaches,
right?
yeah.
Whoever it
That part.
reaches. Yeah. So, what you say, guys, like for self-care? I know Sunday past we talked about women, and we've been talking about mental health support, how women how women advocate, how women treat our men, how women actually support our men and mental health support. So it's a lot of bells and whistles. It's a deeper dive in that subject. But on a lighter subject, how do women, how we support each other. We support our men, and I just believe we have to have fun. We should have fun supporting our men mentally. We should take trips, with our sons, with our dads, with our husbands, our significant ones. Take some trips, take some little walks together. Have a conversation, have breakfast, do something that would just, just help strengthen not just the relationship, but the self-care part. Because sometimes I think we forget to care about ourselves in so many ways. And I think with our men, sometimes because so much responsibility is placed on them, we forget to say, hey, fine boy, you look fine today, my guy. You look amazing today. Your skin looks good.
Hey, Miss Myra.
Hey, Miss Myra.
Monarch, Galaxy of Poets.
Exactly. Galaxy of Poets in the house. How y'all doing? Much love. Yeah. So, just to compliment each other means a lot. And then, you can, like I said, take some little trips together. So listen, that's a part of our mental health support, So even when you guys stop by at the pit stop, that means a lot. Because what happens when you stop at a pit stop? When you make a pit stop, you're trying to what? You're recharging. So this is so good. And it does really help us to recover and restore and have some fun. So how do we have fun and recover and restore? How do we have more pit stops? We got to have more pit stops.
Well, we're going to, because that's on schedule. So you already know that's going to keep rolling. I'm not even worried about having more of them. We got plenty of them coming. That's both Sunday and Wednesday. But you better get some sunlight. You better get out there and get some fresh air. It's easier said than done, because you can have, trust me, a slew of reasons why you want to stay inside. You don't want to leave. You don't want to see anybody. You don't want to talk to anyone. So I definitely understand that, but you better crack a window.
Yeah, at least crack a window.
If you're not in a position, you know what I mean? If you're not in a position where you want to see, because I had a long period for a little under a year where I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to see nobody. I barely could honestly function and hold down the pressure of a regular job at Food Lion, if we want to be transparent, So I grew from that to where I am now, to, it not being an issue, but I'm speaking on before I got to that point of where I am now. So, get some fresh air, crack a window, breathe air outside of, you're not in jail. You're not locked up. Obviously, if you're here watching this, most likely you're not. Unless we reach, unless we reach y'all, unless we get to that point where we actually reaching, when we get to that level.
That'll be right now, else too. Yeah.
Right now, you're not locked up. So breathe fresh air. You have the option to go outside. You're alive to walk outside or get outside, or have someone assist you get outside.
And don't let anybody lock you up in your mind. Exactly. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody lock you in your head, in your heart. Always be authentic. Be as authentic. Even if you ratchet, that's okay. You just move from ratchet.
Okay. Be how you
move
be.
From grass to
be
grace.
How you be. It don't matter what you're doing. Hey, I wanted to read a comment real quick. Not to cut you off at all, Queen, but I just want to read a comment real quick. While I can remember, I want to try to address them as soon as they pop up. But Ms. Myra said, I'm grateful to have had a successfully completed this day. It was a test in the beginning, but I remember who God is. That part.
Yes,
Absolutely.
You need
yes,
to be deep
yes,
rooted in something. You have to be deep rooted in
yes.
something to help you, move along. Understood.
Absolutely, Miss Myra.
What about you, mommy?
Absolutely.
What about you,
Oh,
mommy?
about self-care.
Yeah, things that just alleviate, stress building up, anxiety, things that bother
Well,
you.
you know what? It could be the slightest of things. Let's just be really clear that you don't have to spend goo gobs of money to, because sometimes we just don't
Getting
have
off.
it to do.
Right.
But there, the things, you just remembering the things that you enjoy to do. Sometimes, I know for folks that maybe get into depression or something like that,
Exactly.
one of the signs that is really worsening, or it's there, is because they stop doing the things that they enjoy. That's a sign that depression is
Mm.
on the horizon, or
That
depression
part.
is, you're in depression,
That part.
or whatever it
Yeah.
is. So if it's the simplest thing, if it's crafting, if it's golfing, if it's
Yeah.
watching the game, sometimes I remember just getting a cup of coffee and sitting next door, being left alone,
Right.
was relaxing and stuff to me. So get back to those things that you enjoy. Leave the house, like Trayvon said. Leave the house.
Leave the house.
Yeah,
Stick your
yeah.
head out the
Sometimes
window, catch some
sometimes the
air.
problem or the trigger is in the house.
Exactly.
Mhm,
So leave
mhm.
the house. But make sure you get up. Make sure that you're doing self-care as far as your person, your body and everything
Exactly.
else.
And
Because
exactly.
that can fall to the wayside if you're in a certain place too. Catch it when you feel it, and then
Exactly.
go and do something else. Is it a walk around the mall? Maybe that's it.
Exactly.
So whatever you do it, so you won't sink deep into a certain mental state.
Yeah.
It's so important. It's so important for you to make sure that you
Exactly.
maintain your self-care. It really is. And identifying um, where you're at, as far as you saying, okay, now I'm starting to get a little depressed. I'm starting to do this, or I'm starting to do that.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Exactly.
you can't fix a problem unless you can identify that there is a problem. It has to be a problem for
Exactly.
you.
True.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
True.
that's my take on that right there.
That
We
part.
have a
Exactly, exactly.
let's see, we have a, if you don't mind me reading it, Trayvon.
Of course, mommy.
Another comment says, I completely feel this. I went through a huge depression and I didn't want to do anything. I'm slowly getting out of it, and it is so hard on a daily basis, but I'm alive.
And
Absolutely.
that's enough.
Amen.
And that's enough. And
That's a
Absolutely.
stand on
start.
Yes.
that.
Yes, it
You
is.
are
Yes, it
alive.
That's
is.
a
You
Yes, it
start.
are
You're
is.
alive.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Because it
here.
gets dark. It can get
That's
dark. And
success.
we all
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
three of us on this
Mm-hmm.
platform know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Myra, somebody who
Yes.
speaks, and,
Mm-hmm.
and the most transparent really person is Miss Myra, really who can really put words together and get
Mm-hmm.
her emotions out like that, because
Oh
I
yeah.
can't even convey, as smart as we may be
Uh-huh.
or whatever. I can't even sometimes say what I feel like. So,
Yeah.
people like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah.
So you're
that's a great
alive.
tool. That's a
You're
great tool
alive.
too, Trayvon. That
Yeah.
if you can express it, and Miss Myra, Galaxy or whoever that does have has a creative outlet,
Yes.
you focus on that creative outlet. And I would always tell people in my way, you have to say 50 bad words on a piece of paper.
Write it down.
To
Write it
get it
Do
down.
it.
out.
You can write
Yeah.
it,
Write
you
it
can
out.
tear it up. You
Yeah.
can say, I just hate this, or this bothers me. And you can put it on that paper. You don't have to tell everybody. You can tear it right
Right.
up after you
Exactly.
finish. But
Yeah.
that way, you get it out of your system, you get it out of your brain, you get it out of your heart, and you don't tell anybody else those bad
Exactly.
words if you want to go
Exactly.
Exactly.
that route. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
that's what poetry, poetry and like I said, any creative outlet like that where you can just focus.
Yes. Yes.
Miss Myra's Monarch. I always got
Hey,
to
let
give
me
a
put it
shout
up
out.
again.
Put it up again.
Yeah, put it up again.
Miss Myra's Monarch knows, and it's a healing process. So,
Yes. It
That
is.
part.
It
uh-huh.
is. It
And
really is. Yeah.
that's a coping mechanism too. That's a coping
Yeah.
mechanism. That's a what you call it? That's self care
Yes.
in a lot of
Exactly.
ways too,
Exactly.
to be able to get that out. But absolutely, that's my take.
Yeah, and that's a good plan action. Now you're talking about a
Mhm.
call to action,
Mhm.
because sometimes we may not even know if something is wrong. And when you can acknowledge that something is wrong and something good happened to you, and that takes you to the next steps, and it keeps taking
Mhm.
you to a gazillion more next steps, and of course, success. And wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is it. Talking
Mhm.
about, we talk about the takeaways, the things that help to build your life. And who knows but the one who's going through it. And the good news is,
Oh.
more good news is that you can prevent certain things. Some things you can't
Mhm.
stop from happening, but you can slow it down so you can handle it and cope with it. So yeah,
Mhm.
we are just happy for the takeaways that we have tonight, for
Mhm.
being able to not just cope, but deal with us. Deal with our
Right.
phenomenal selves, get
Yes.
to it, get through it, get with it for our own sakes. And then we'll be able to help somebody else. And to have a good day, listen, that means a
Mhm.
lot. To have a successful day, that means
Yeah.
a lot. To be able to speak your feelings also means
Hey,
a lot.
Joy
Hey,
Joy.
Joy, Joy.
What's
Enjoy.
up? Thank you for
Thank you for
stopping
Love you
by.
coming.
too.
That's what
Absolutely.
I
Thank you,
like.
Joy, Joy.
What's up?
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you and venting. If you don't vent, oh my God.
Mhm.
That's why we're able to sweat. We're able to
Mhm.
write it down, sing it out.
Mhm. Mhm.
All of that is a part of us to be able to deal with our mental health, our wellness. So yeah, it's
Absolutely.
a good thing on a day-to-day basis and moment by moment. Those are good times. Those are real good times when you can say, yeah, I said it, I did it,
Mhm.
And I don't want people to get
even by yourself.
I
Yeah.
don't want people to
Yeah.
get tired of being tired. I want
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
purpose
that
of this
part.
platform, I feel like, is for people to, we're supposed to catch you before you get tired of being tired. When you just in the
Yeah.
stage of maybe identifying and realize this is a problem. I don't want people necessarily to be coming to the platform because you already burnt out. We're trying to catch you if
Exactly.
we can. We're trying to catch
Yeah.
you if we can before you even reach the point of feeling like you're at rock bottom. So
Yeah.
if we
Or
can at
Exactly.
least do
catching you
that.
where you at. And the thing
Exactly.
Exactly.
about, we're on discussion right now about, different areas of accountability.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to turn that accountability over to yourself and do the
Exactly.
Yes.
soul searching and say, what part did I play in, um, how I'm feeling. It could be how you
Yes.
move, who you're dealing with, who,
Accountability.
that's
Yeah, there it is.
accountability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Accountability,
Hmm.
and you got to say,
Yeah.
hey, and sometimes that's a very hard thing to do and say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna eliminate X, Y, and Z out of my life, and I'm gonna take charge of my life. And I'm
Right.
not going to be around this person. I'm not going to deal with this particular thing, or I'm going to process it and deal with it differently if I do have to deal with it. But there are so many things I'm learning as I get older that we introduce to our lives sometimes that we
Right.
really
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
say, that's not
Just
healthy
say
for
no.
me.
Yeah, just
We
say
need to say
no.
no.
Cause
You
you're not
know,
Right.
for everybody. Yeah.
you're not for
That could be
everybody.
tough.
And
That
you
could
don't
be
need to
so
be.
Oh yeah.
tough
You don't need
sometimes.
to be for everybody.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. And when you find
Absolutely.
that out, when you find out that you don't need to be for everybody, wow, it's so
Hmm.
refreshing. It's like taking a
Oh
shower.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And there's one,
That you
one
don't
more
need to be.
thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
one
Exactly.
more thing I want to add in there too. I'm gonna say I'm gonna land my plane soon.
Understood.
Go right ahead,
And
Understood.
opulent one.
and this is for everyone. Also realizing that you cannot be a part of everything and be everywhere and be everything to everybody, and
Yes.
you're not even, that's self care. If you go back to self care, you can't. So I'll say it again. You cannot be here for everybody and do everything and be in everything and go everywhere and be a part of this, because that's when
That
you are
part.
purposely burning yourself out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
that's
yeah.
a part
That
of your
part.
self care, because we
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
say we say really easily that we're going to go have our favorite meal, or we're going to take a bath, a candlelit bath. We're going to relax that way. But your
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
self care, and I'm telling you, your self care is saying no to some things. I can't
Yeah.
be there
Yeah.
tonight. I need to
I can't
sleep.
do it.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. And
Right.
and being okay with that, because sometimes we have a problem with saying no, with telling people no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I
That's
feel
true.
that.
That is
we
true.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I
is
feel
You know,
that.
difficult. It could
it doesn't
be.
have to
It
be in
could
a
be.
nasty way. You know, it doesn't have to be in a
Right.
nasty way.
Yeah.
You know, no, you're, no, I'm not. No, we're not saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
you know, kindly declining coming out tonight.
Oh,
Mhm.
You know,
gracefully exiting.
there you go.
What we said
There you
Yeah.
earlier.
go.
I mean, yeah.
Gracefully
Yeah.
exiting. Yeah.
Gracefully
Yeah.
exiting. And once you
Mm-hmm.
realize that and you put that into perspective, I really do think that you can be on your way to say, nah, hey,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell y'all this.
Right.
There were a few people I said, as soon as they started to talk, I knew them and said, hey, not today.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Don't
Not
start
today,
on that
Satan.
today.
Right.
Get back, Satan. You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
not doing that today. You're not coming over here with
Exactly.
that mess
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
Yeah.
you gotta protect your peace. That's a good key
Yeah.
word too. Protecting your
Exactly.
Exactly.
peace,
Protect
and
your
that is a
peace.
part of your self care. And
Yeah.
I, therefore, have landed my plane.
That part though. That part though.
You great
The plane
opulent
has
one.
landed.
That is talking about action. That is
Yes,
action. Yes. Now you know that part
yes,
about sometimes saying no. Whoo, you
no.
got to figure out how to say no,
Yeah.
how to format no, and think about who that no is it applies to.
And that's
You know,
easier said than done though too. And I do have
yeah,
to
It
highlight that
is.
that's yeah, it's easier said
It's
than
very
done.
easy to say,
'Cause
but can I
yeah,
say something else, please? And
yes,
yeah.
I'm thinking tonight, really thinking tonight.
Good. Yes,
right.
Hey,
yes,
Professor,
yeah.
if you can't bake them 600 cookies
Hey,
tonight for tomorrow, then
exactly.
I can't.
No.
Right.
Joy
Yeah.
Joy said no.
Right.
No,
Accountability. No.
no.
No,
No.
Who
no,
self
no,
service
No.
said
no,
I
no?
cannot. I
No,
cannot
no,
do it.
no.
no,
Right.
I
no,
can't do it.
And don't feel bad
I
no.
about it.
can't, and don't feel
Exactly.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Work your
don't
way
let
into
guilt
not feeling
eat you
bad
up.
about it.
Yeah,
You right.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
like Professor now.
yeah.
You know good and well. You're gonna have to get up in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. You got this, and this, Trayvon.
Yeah, yeah,
Now you got to get up in
Mhm.
the morning and be
yeah.
alert.
Mhm. Mhm.
You cannot bake them 3,000
Exactly.
cookies.
Right. Because
Because it
there
just
gonna be
it's
some
See what I'm
yeah.
saying?
consequences behind that. Because you got consumers who gonna be waiting on them 300 cookies. Then you gonna have complaints. It's gonna affect your business. A whole
Yeah.
bunch of stuff
See what I'm saying?
behind that.
I can't even bake. Look, her personality is funny to me. I can't bake no
Joy,
more.
joy.
I can't do it no more.
I mean, my glass all fell off.
I ran out. Yeah,
Excuse
don't burn
me?
out for
Yeah.
nobody.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Excuse
burn
Yes.
me?
out for nobody.
Yes.
You want me to do
Yes.
what? You want
Right,
me to do what?
How many?
right, right though.
Truth
Yeah,
and
I mean,
fact. For real. For
That's
real.
what's up
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's a part of accountability.
yeah,
There it is.
yeah.
That's a part
That
of
part.
protect yourself.
accountability. Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
nothing to
And
put it
so
right
you
back up
won't
on the screen again. Accountability.
police accountability. Yes.
Look, put your
Yes.
glasses down if you got them.
Just say no.
Just say no. No,
Right
no,
now.
just stop it.
But it
Oh,
is though,
just
like Joy
yes, just
said. She
stop
said it's
it.
hard sometimes to say no. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's very
you
Yeah.
have to
difficult.
build yourself up to that. Like you got to build yourself up
It's
Yeah.
to a
very
lot in
difficult.
relation to mental
It's
health. So
oh yeah,
you know,
Exactly. Exactly.
it's very very difficult. I'm saying these things in a joking way.
oh yeah,
That's just how I am. But it
Yeah,
is
it's
very
okay.
hard to say no. But
Mhm.
sometimes you got to realize that either it's them and my mental health, or either it's
mhm.
me. You got to make a choice.
But
Exactly.
You
playing
will burn out
honestly,
to nothing
but
if
Yeah,
you
for
do
real, for
yeah.
not
real,
take control. Yeah,
playing the devil's advocate with it, I would say
yeah.
though, it's certain words and certain terminologies that we have, and obviously in the English language that we use to
Hmm.
keep ourselves grounded and keep ourselves assured and understanding where we are in certain places. So I'll give you a word of like what is like for instance, just being not being naive. I'll give it a doubt. That's a word I can use. So if
Hmm.
you're not
Mhm.
naive in the situations that you're going through, that's a safeguard to keep your eyes open to certain things that you're walking into or getting into.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
for not certain things, that still keeps us safe because everybody got a building block. Everybody has to get to that point. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
mhm.
Exactly. So yeah, that's true.
Yes,
We all
I
have a
agree. I
vice.
agree.
We all have a vice.
Yeah,
And then before we get to that point, and we know there's a possibility of a no, it could be whatever could be avoided. You may want to avoid it because it's so stressful. It can be super stressful and pressurous and all kinds of stuff. Feel like you're in a pressure cooker, and you're like anything that,
Exactly.
you know how that pressure cooker go.
Absolutely.
That pressure cooker cook you up in a second, cook up food in a minute. You're like, wow, how did I get there?
And Joy
how
said,
did we get there? Yeah.
She said, Joy said, I just wanted to just chime in because she was chiming in on what we were talking about. She was saying that pretty much if you're going to stand on business is what she's saying. That's the new wave. That's what everybody says now, stand on business. So she's saying we have to stick to it. When we actually say no, stick to that no is what she's saying. So thank you, Joy.
Exactly.
Thank you so
thank
much
you, Joy. And that works. It's okay to say no.
But get around some people that can help you say no too. Get around people that can help you say no.
That can
help
advocate
that no. For you because you might. Yes.
Exactly.
Help you double down.
Yes.
And that's why I jokingly said, hey, Professor, you can't bake those 300 cookies.
Exactly.
But the point of me saying that, I mean, that's a crazy way of saying it, but the point of it all is to say, all right, you're doing too much. You might need to slow down.
Yeah. Come on back, lady.
Too much.
You're gonna hurt your back.
Come on back.
You're gonna hurt because carrying them bags around like that.
Yeah. We don't realize how fast we're going.
Exactly.
We're just going. Because sometimes we have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So so here we are. We'll be back. We'll be back with you on Sunday. Still accountable, still taking action for supporting good mental health. And we're going to be coming back on Sunday. Still, again, talking about accountability and some of the struggles we have, the mental gymnastics sort of thing, coming back to you on Sunday. And again, how to protect us, how to protect ourselves in this and be accountable and advocate for better mental health support. So again, it's still the A, still accountabilities. We're still on it. We're still working through it, getting through it, and working with you. And we thank you for sticking with us. We thank you for working with us. And we don't take that for granted. We love you like no other, as God does. And keep praying with us. Keep praying for us. And because we need that. We need that. And we're not just talking about the words. We're talking about the actions, the impact behind prayer, and the people that's in and on and with the JTI team and us moving, prayer and love and understanding is what makes the world go around. We posted that on our Facebook page. What makes the world go around? Think about it. Tell us what makes the world go round. We know at this point is good mental health and advocating for one another. So we'll be back at you on Sunday. Thank you, Joy. Thank you,
Joy.
Christian.
Myra, Miss Myra's Monarch, Galaxy of Poets.
From the Galaxy of Poets. Thank you, Queens,
shout out
for
to
popping
the poet. Indeed.
Exactly. Shout out to the poet. Shout out to the Galaxy team. Shout out to VP of the Galaxy of Poets, to the VP. Shout out to, oh my God, we got so many. Shout out to Orlando, Joy. Give him a big hug from me, Joy. All right. Shout out to Kenneth.
Hey, Kenneth
Clark. Shout out to Miss
up?
Mary. Yes. Shout out to my big sister.
Yes, that part. And the other big sister.
Exactly. Yes,
Margaret
the
Gray,
other big sister, Margaret Gray. Exactly. And shout out to Ariel and shout out to Joe.
Christian, thank you.
Yes, Christian, thank you
so much. She
said
this made her day. Yeah,
you
don't know.
Thank you. You don't
and
know.
Let me just say this.
You made our day.
Let me just say this real quick. You don't know what people are going through until they tell you. And when somebody trusts you enough to share what they have going on, especially on a personal level, let's remember to take that and hold that. And we're not going to pass that along to those that can't help with the situation, those that have nothing to do with the situation. So I'm happy to say that I can show this to friends. I can use it. I can have people watch. So this is the point of the pit stop. Is to just stop by, just to catch the vibe, just to catch a conversation. And if you love it enough, if you like it enough, let somebody else that you know that could possibly use it, let them know about it too. So one last thing, of course, I got to give the friendly, just stop disclaimer. One more time before we, end it out. We got to close it out that way. We got to start it off that way. Just to throw it out there and let y'all know what's up. The information in this video is not intended nor implied to be substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content is to be considered as such. We are not medical professionals. We are only medical advisors and a part of your family. We only are here to help you. That part.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by the pit stop, and keep making pit stops with us. Until we see you on Sunday, advocate good mental health. We love you much joy and peace.
Hey.
Much joy and peace, JTI.
That part.
Smooches.
See y'all later. All right, y'all.
See y'all later.
Bye, mommy. Love you.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for watching.